Hey guys, would-be farmer here, halfway between Orlando and Jacksonville in Central Florida. Hope you're having a good day. I wanted to go over something about permaculture. If I can get the mosquito out of my face. This is going to be another mosquito video, clearly. Anyway, an aspect of permaculture that isn't for rich people. What you see here, I found that's a bird feeder. I found that was discarded on someone's property. That was free. And I'd like to take a walk around property and discuss some thrifty measures, if you will. This might be a challenge with the mosquitoes today. They are really out, so I'm trying to keep them from biting my hands while I'm doing the video. We are in Central Florida. So anyway, this table you see here, I rebuilt this about 6 or 7 years ago from a pallet. That was from a pallet that I found on the side of the road. This was given to me by a neighbor who said he didn't want it. I fell, sprained an ankle, pulled a muscle in my spleen just to run over there and get it from him. So I use that to handle rainwater from the roof and redistribute it so that it doesn't flood the area in front of the house. This was found in the woods. I've turned that into a little micro pond slant frog factory, slant bird bath, slant cat playhouse, of course. Now this is a garden cart that was purchased. I purchased this back in the day when I really didn't care about plastic. I really didn't understand the mechanism of manufacturing plastic. I didn't understand how it was one of the devastating contributions to climate change, plastics. But anyway, I use this to gather rainwater and redistribute the rainwater. It also keeps the rainwater from making this path area right here really, really muddy. These two buckets here, there's a bucket inside, another one here. These were found in the woods, discarded, somebody got rid of them. Built the base of this outdoor shower with bricks, again, that were found in the woods. Somebody had discarded all these bricks found in the woods. This wood here is old wood from a fence that was torn down. And I gathered these railroad spikes. There are no less than probably 1,000 of them out behind our house near the railroad tracks, that evidently when they do repairs, they just sling the ones that are old. They just sling them and throw them out there, or they leave them there or whatnot. So this material that you see against this plastic here, I pulled that from an old home site that was decomposing. The house has been there since the 40s and no one's lived there since the 80s, I believe, and there's a lot of scraps of resources that can be reused. And this, of course, will keep some of the water from the outdoor shower off the wood and give that a little more life. Sorry, mosquitoes again, killing me. Anytime I stop, I just get attacked by mosquitoes. All right, what else do we have here? Oh, these buckets here I found on the side of the road. People, they fall off trucks or whatever, and if it's safe, I pull over on the side of the road and I pick them up and reuse them for whatever purposes. This was on the property when we got here, and that was an old compression tank. Had rusted in a couple spots. It wasn't going to be used for anything. It was just going to decompose. So I used that as a laundry to landscape gray water system. It redistributes water from our laundry, from a washing machine, sends it downhill to a rain garden. It gets purified down there. It ends up irrigating plants irrigating some plants and trees. All this material here I use to make a spiral. Actually, a square spiral. Nature's overtaken it a little bit, but there's still plenty of plants in there with edible value for us. There's plenty of habitat for critters and creatures. But I pulled all of those pieces of urbanite out of the woods and reused them. All right, let's move down here, find a mosquito-free zone. Oh, I'm so funny. I am so funny. I'm so funny. All right, I'm going to turn around here, spin the camera around. Here's another spiral I made, which has been overgrown. Overgrown by a whole lot of everything. There is a passion fruit in there. I'm hoping it develops into something besides a mess. But anyway, I used some discarded bricks to make a spiral there as well. Kind of hard to see now because I said that it's a lot of growth in there. You can get an idea. Maybe you can get an idea here when I come over this way. There you go. Another spiral here, made out of bricks. Again, I just found these bricks in the woods. Somebody had done a rehabilitation project, and we're in a poor county. There's a lot of poverty here, sprinkled with some apathy. And people kind of take the quick fix, and they just discard stuff when they're done. They throw it in the woods. So I have tried to make some of this into some permaculture sculptures, some spirals, herb spirals, plant spirals. Reuse these resources, so you can see that there. That I picked up for I think somebody gave me 5 or 6 bird feeders and a couple of other items at a moving sale for a couple of bucks, I forget, but it's providing a purpose, I think. Not sure exactly, but it's providing a purpose. It gets dark here, especially in the winter when I'm out in the mornings. This is PVC pipes I've pulled out from the woods. Again, they were thrown out in the woods or left on the side of the road somewhere, and I've used them to mark certain garden areas or certain path areas, as you can see. So that's another resource I am reusing. This stuff it's going to decompose somewhere. I might as well get a use out of it. All right, I've built here, this is some wood. That's some wood scraps from torn down fences and broken up fences that are no longer had purpose. And I've got some old metal roof shingles, metal roofing there. So I've created kind of a shady area in front of the shed here, and I've got some lab hyacinth edible beans growing there. Of course, the hyacinth bean, the lab, you gotta cook the beans, heavy duty like, you gotta cook them. The leaves, however, are edible. They don't need to be cooked. I would go with the younger ones as far as that goes. And some people do also eat the very, very young, immature beans in the pods. I've eaten a couple of those, but I haven't made it a habit. Got more plywood I found in the woods, metal roof. So I made this compost area. And that's been there for years and years and years, so it's starting to fall apart a little bit. But I used a lot of pallets that I found. And I used some wire from other projects and made a nice little compost area there. You see in the back, you'll see those downspouts. I found those downspouts in the woods as well. They were discarded in the woods. Got a path back here to the pond. Old pieces of roof metal again line this pond, goes all the way back, or line the path to the pond, goes all the way back. So anyway, I just wanted to share that information with you all, that it doesn't have to be permaculture, doesn't have to be a situation where you have to have $20,000 to go to Home Depot or Lowe's or Walmart or whatever and get all your items. Oh, I also built one of the best permaculture new age technologies is the clothes dryer, the outdoor clothes dryer. It uses wind power, it uses sun power. And I put one of those was here when we got here, and one of those I put together from fallen wood from fences that was discarded and left to rot. And also the line is old electrical cable that was used for some old project. So I made another solar and wind clothes dryer. How about that, huh? Anyway, I spoke a lot longer than I thought I would. I hope y'all are doing well. Would-be farmer, and I'm out.